Power clap on 3. 1, 2.
Wow.
There we go.
Pretty good. That was definitely a power clap.
What is going on, everybody? My name is John Solo, and this is the lovely Lauren, my girlfriend visiting from Illinois. For this week, I thought it'd be fun to do an Ask Me Anything because I haven't really had any one-on-one videos with you guys since, this isn't one-on-one either, personal videos with you guys since coming back from the surgery. I thought this would be a nice way to do it. Add a little more spice, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I made a post on the community tab of the channel asking you all for questions. You asked some great ones, some weird ones, weirder than I had anticipated, but great nonetheless. I gathered some of my favorites, so did she. And we're just gonna run right through them. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video because I would like you to. It'd be greatly appreciated. You know, it's like a tip jar where you don't actually have to give anything. So why wouldn't you do it?
What was that?
Also make sure you subscribe if for some reason you haven't already, and check that little box that says turn notifications on so you don't miss any uploads coming from the channel in the next couple of weeks because I have some very exciting content planned. You can ask the first question.
I can ask the first question. I don't know where to go, start it off.
Wherever your heart tells you to.
Goodness. I think we should just kick it off with who loves Disney more?
Me, obviously.
Why you?
Because of what I do for a living. Lauren, how does it feel dating a guy who ruins people's childhoods for a living?
I just think it's funny because you ruin childhoods for I teach children.
Yeah, so right, that's true. You are supposed to be improving them.
And you destroy their...
It's like, don't get too excited there, Sparky. What if I told you that in the Brothers Grimm Cinderella, the sisters chopped their feet off? And then you're like, times tables.
Didn't think of you as a guy that ruins people's childhood as much as everyone else does.
Yeah, that seems to be the main thread on the channel, or the main theme is that everyone's
That's not the only thing about you.
John, have you darkened any childhood favorites for her?
I wanted to watch The Little Mermaid one because that's my favorite Disney character, and then I was just like, well, that's not what I was expecting. Go, she just dies. All right, cool.
Dissolves into foam like
foam.
Nothing. Sea foam, specifically.
I thought this one was interesting of what Disney couple do you guys relate to? Honestly,
yeah,
I think Lady and the Tramp.
Damn, you really call yourself a tramp?
You're the tramp. I'm the lady.
Why Lady and the Tramp?
I just feel like he's a little bit of a rebel, and then she's just like, I want to do my own thing.
I can get down with that. I would like to be a little more rebellious than I currently am.
Yeah.
I admire the tramp's attitude towards life. How did you two meet, and how long have you been dating?
So we met off Tinder. We matched 2 years ago. Started talking about 2 months ago.
Like she said, we matched about 2 years ago. Didn't send her a typical pickup line. Really happy that I didn't. You had a picture of yourself as a little mermaid on your profile.
I don't dress up randomly as Little Mermaid. I was Ariel for Halloween.
It was Halloween? Yeah, it wasn't just a cosplay thing or Tuesday afternoon.
But how convenient.
I remember at the time seeing that and thinking I could send her hey, did you know this about the Little Mermaid? And I figured that would terrify her, so I didn't do that. And instead I just didn't do anything. And then about a year
It worked!
But then a year and a half later, I actually got a tattoo back in April. I'll show you guys because it's pretty cool. And I haven't showed you yet.
I thought it was cool, so I liked the photo.
Yeah,
of it.
Look at that tan quad. It's the Pit Boy from Fallout, for those who are not familiar. One random afternoon, I was just girls like tattoos. I should just post a picture of me getting my tattoo on here. And you literally liked it. She gave it a little heart, and I was like, yo, this broad is cute. So that was May 4th that we started talking, and then on June 5th is when we made it official. It was the day after I had my back surgery. It was a good day.
I like this one.
Okay.
It was what made Lauren stand out amongst the other girls.
She was the first girl in a while that I had actually had fun talking to. She's just really fun, really smart. She caught all of my references, which was unbelievable, even threw an equal, if not greater amount of references out herself, which was amazing. I was like, this girl is great. Has she ever inspired you to do a specific story or helped you with one? Or are there any she wants you to leave instead?
I don't think I inspired you to do a specific story, but I definitely helped you with the Cinderella one.
I've been getting shit for this since I uploaded that video, so that ends today.
Gotta give me credit.
So one thing that really helps me with the writing process is when I get to talk about my research with somebody, because then I have to put it into words like conversationally and kind of figure out the order. So in that way, she's been a great help. But also, when I was doing that with the Cinderella video, telling her about how we were just talking about the movie, and do you want to give them your excellent observation?
We were talking about how the glass slipper of how it was supposed to be form-fitting to her foot exactly, then why did it fall off? I'm just like, it's sweat. Sweaty feet. It just falls off. And then you specifically quoted me of like, I'm surprised you didn't fall off.
Okay, that was an organic thought.
From me.
It wasn't from you. I thought like...
No, I definitely said that.
Just because you said it doesn't mean I'm mind of Mencia-ing you. So there's been little bits like that where she offers little like random thoughts, insights, epiphanies, tidbits, whatever synonym you want to use.
A long distance relationship, when is someone moving? How do you keep it strong when you both are separated?
Good question.
I'm from Illinois and he's down here in Florida.
We just talk a lot.
Yeah, random phone calls.
Random phone calls, FaceTime pretty much every night.
I mean, just seeing each other as often as you can, but definitely just keeping an open communication.
Yeah. John, what did you and Lauren do on your first date? Our plan for our first date was to get Wendy's and watch Fight Club.
Yes.
Which would have been an amazing first date.
It would have been.
Like, that's the exact first date I want to have, is Wendy's and Fight Club.
I mean, we eventually got Wendy's and watched Fight Club, but it was not on the first date agenda.
No. But so our first date was actually her coming down and visiting me the day after my surgery and just hanging out, watching Scrubs and Arrested Development, I think.
Yeah, and then he asked me out.
And she said yes.
Ooh, I like this one. Does John ever get annoying with movie facts and or movie lines, or are you just as into it as he is? I mean, we just watched The Dark Knight last night. We were both just spewing off movie quotes and facts and
yeah, pretty much. Like, that's something that we're both definitely guilty of, fortunately, because I do it all the time. Definitely pause the movie at least twice.
Oh yeah.
Possibly 3 times to give a long-winded explanation of something.
I mostly just quote, but if I know something about the movie, which is very rare, I'll say something, but...
Yeah, like most movies that I watch and want to show people, I know a lot about because I just get obsessed and really curious about them. John, how old are you? I am 24 years old. Gonna be 25 in October. October 23rd, same birthday as Weird Al and Ryan Reynolds. It's just evidence that great men are born on October 23rd. Right? When's your birthday?
March 9th.
I don't know why I asked because I knew it. I just wanted you to say it for the
I didn't
camera.
know. Well, they didn't ask me.
What's your astrological sign?
Pisces.
That's right. You're a water sign.
It means I'm a chill, calm
You just go with the flow.
soul, yes.
Lauren, what is your favorite John Solo video?
The one I saw first was an Ask Me Anything.
Right.
And it was the more recent one with this shirt.
For sale now, teespring.com/solo-storefront. Link in the description below.
I mean, that one was, it just holds near and dear to my heart. Just like the first one I saw, and it was just like, I'm trying to get to know this guy, and oh wow, I can just get 13 questions answered.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you had something like
Nope.
that. No, I'd ask all the questions myself. Honestly, there was like several times where I wanted to tell you something and you like started smiling halfway through it, and I'm like, what? And you're like, you said this in an AMA. Okay, next question.
It's my turn. Favorite TV show to watch together?
Yo, I swear to God.
No way. Oh, stop.
That was literally my next question.
We should say it on 3.
1, 2, 3. Scrubs. Yeah. Well, since you took my question, which was
So
rather rude,
sorry.
do you realize that you're John like Han and she's Lauren like Leia?
Funny thing is that I have a brother named Luke.
And my best friend is named Drew, and I texted him the other day calling him Drew Baca, which was perfect. Like, too perfect.
Is it though? What do you guys think about the live action Lion King movie?
My mother once said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't all bad.
Seth Rogen saved it.
Yeah, I would honestly give it like a 5 out of 10, maybe 5.5 out of 10. It could have been a lot better. Like all of the moments I was looking forward to the most, I was pretty bummed out.
Yeah, it was just trying to be so realistic.
Yeah.
But yet we know that the animals talk.
I get that it's supposed to be live action, but I feel like it still doesn't have to be real life. Like, it doesn't have to be so grounded in reality. All of the music scenes, for example, in the cartoon, not only are the songs just performed better and the music is better in general, but the visual component of it was just way more creative, way more fun. It just added so much to the performance. And with this, it's like just lions running around and singing a song. And then with Scar's Be Prepared song, he's literally just hopping around a cave and singing the song. There's no green fire, there's no hyenas marching.
I was gonna say my favorite part with Rafiki was not even like in the whole thing. I don't know, he just didn't say the certain things he said in the animated one, and he didn't hit Simba with his stick, and that I said if he doesn't bring out his stick, I'm fucking leaving. And then he brings out his stick later. I love how he reaches into the tree, and I'm like, if he pulls out a fucking stick.
And he does, and you're literally like, that's it? There's parts of it that I did like I really did enjoy the last 30 minutes. I would say that was probably the best part of it, when Simba returns to the Pride Lands. I thought that was good. Honestly, the whole time I was watching this, it felt like a video I could have seen on Facebook that was like, somebody recreated the Lion King intro, but made it live action. I would have just enjoyed 3 or 4 minutes of that versus the entire movie.
The intro was really good.
And not to be rude, but I'm a little bit sick of, I think his name is Billy Eichner.
Something, yeah. I'm
a little sick of his shtick. Like his gimmick of being the like obnoxious, loud, sassy guy. I'm outrageously mad for no reason. It's getting a little old for me. Parks and Rec was great, okay? But now that's just his whole thing in every movie he plays. Like, why do we gotta have that character in the movie? Overall, I would say that if you're curious, you should just go see it. But if you're going into it expecting like them to add anything to improve the original movie in any way, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
It's kind of like an up and down.
Yeah.
Like it was like good and then just ugh. If you guys had to be the main character in one messed up origin and live that story full out, which would it be? You
know what? I just have the best answer.
What is it?
Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. He kills a giant, he survives, he winds up with a butt ton of riches. And oftentimes, a beautiful young lass.
I mean, I was talking about being Cinderella because she ends up with the prince and then her sisters have her toes cut off, and I think that's just funny. I can't just imagine like my sisters with their big toes like gone. I think it'd be kind of shitty in the beginning of that story.
Yeah, you got 18 years of hard work in front of you.
And then just, you know.
But then you're a princess. Is it true that you're dating Lauren Cohen, Maggie Rhee from The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
What was your first impression of each other?
Wow, she's even more beautiful than she is over FaceTime.
That's good. First impression, he's a little quirky. Bum into it. Hanging out, it just clicked really well.
I just noticed how much fun I was having when you were around. I felt like I could be my quirky self and you weren't gonna be freaked out or like think I was a total weirdo. Not a total weirdo, a little bit of one.
Kind of one.
And a healthy amount of weirdo. For the last question, do you and Lauren both share a fascination with storytelling and research?
I mean, I like telling stories. In fact, growing up, I got kind of picked on for telling stories. So when I was a kid and I was at a friend's sleepover, I remember like I was beginning to tell a story and one girl just went, "Ah, oh, Lauren's telling another story."
Oh my God, really?
They would be very long.
I enjoy your stories. So yeah, that does it for all of today's questions. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a blast. Thank you all for asking questions. I know that a lot of you had questions more about my recovery and stuff like that, which I do want to talk more about probably in the next AMA, just so you're all aware. I'm doing pretty great, not recovering as fast as I would personally like to, but I'm on the right track. Physical therapist seems to be optimistic about how everything's going. It's just, I'm impatient and I'm young and I want to get back at it, you know what I mean? Don't forget to like and subscribe if somehow my pitch earlier to get you to do so didn't work. I would like to think it did, but if it didn't, get on it. Oh, and also follow me on social media. Got the handles popping up right in front of you and links down below. I post some pretty great tweets and some pretty useful information if you're looking to see when the next episode of Messed Up Origins is going to be, or hints about what it'll be about. Next week I'll be seeing you guys with another episode of Messed Up Origins. Stay tuned for that. Until then, my name is John Solo, and remember, I love you, bitch.